3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. Today I got ourselves a nice little matchup. It was from the GCS Asian qualifier last night. I apologize if you guys watched this, but I was watching it on Netty's TV, and like how most of these replay casts go, is I thought it was pretty good. So I'm decided to put it on YouTube. So let's introduce these players, shall we? Spawning as the purple orc, I have wow, it's been a while, that whole week. Alright, let's try that again. It's spawning as the purple orc, we have XiaoKK. And his opponent spawning as the pink night elf, we have Check. Orc versus elf, Amazonia, and don't let the overlay fool you guys, this isn't the American Championship Series. I'm just using that as my overlay to help promote the future tournament that I will be casting with Deports in. But yeah, for those that don't watch my campaign episodes, the reason, I apologize, we had to move rooms and shit. So I had to move rooms, like everyone was moving around the barracks and stuff, and I moved into a new room, and the little whatever thing, you plug the Ethernet cable in, I think, or whatever, for the router or whatever in this room was busted. Like, it was straight up broken. So I had to wait for an internet guy to come here and fix it, and that took him like a week to get up here. So I was without internet for a week. I felt like a caveman. I wasn't able to record, cast, or, you know, play Warcraft at all. So sorry for this week not having any uploads, but I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Alright, so let's get on into this. I hope this sounds good. I actually feel like it might be just a little bit quiet. Just a little bit. So, we see a Blade Master first coming out of XiaoKK. Blade Master grunts. Meanwhile for Check, he's going the standard. Ancient Award Creep at the Goblin Laboratory. So, let's see what item Check can get to start his game off. Of course, he's hoping for Circlet, Claws, you know, the good stuff. Slippers from here. Circlet. Decent start for Check. XiaoKK already starting his tech to tier 2. He's deciding not to go for the lab. Maybe gotta save it for his Tarn Chieftain later. And he's gonna go straight for the Troll Berserker, see if he can get Slippers of Agility. So I'll bring him up to +5 if he were to get that.
A player's forces are under attack.
And no, Mantle. But that's not bad. More shockwaves for the TC later on can always be nice. This is, of course, Orc versus Elf. Really good chance of Talons. And we see Check getting tier 2. Decided to go for a double Moonwell tech. He's not playing it as greedy as a lot of Night Elves have been lately by just straight up teching on one Moonwell. It's basically their version of a one burrow tech. And yeah, XiaoKK is trying to get his burrows so he can produce more grunts. Getting his Voodoo Lounge. He's going for the second Berserker. But he knows Check was on his way. Check realizes he's here though. No Blade Master's gonna finish it. Ooh. Oh. Who's gonna get it? XiaoKK has more Windwalks. Can he get it in time? He can! Very nice time. He gets the kill and the item. Cloak of Shadows. So, fortunately for Check, it wasn't like some Blade Master pimping item or something. Alright, Check picking up a second Circlet at his merchant. So, his Demon Hunter is pretty tanky. Damage is nice with the Demon Hunter, but I think the more armor you get on him is more important because we all know the Demon Hunter is a pretty tanky guy. That with staffs, you know, it makes it really hard for the Demon Hunter to die and go down, so I feel like it's really good to get him as tanky as possible. And it looks like Check's actually going to steal XiaoKK's green. Meanwhile, looks like he wants to try to snipe the Renegade for Boots of Quel'Thalas, maybe? Or the Vampira, but it looks like he's not going for it. And we actually see a Hunter's Hall coming in out of Check.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Check looks like he actually is going to be playing Ancients of Lore. He's going to go Dryads and Bears, which is interesting, I would say. Amazonia's an okay Talon map. I mean, there's not too many choke points. As we all know, elves who go Talon would rather find a choke point, whereas orcs would like to find an open area. But Archer going down from the scan, that gives level 2 to XiaoKK's Blade, so now he's got Critical Strike. It's him and Check are just duking it out here, but it looks like the Demon Hunter, like I said, he is tankier.
Are under attack.
He actually only has one more armor, but that one armor helps. Ooh, that's one lucky wisp. Alright, meanwhile, XiaoKK is at tier 2. Bestiary, Spirit Lodge, Tarn Chieftain second. And if XiaoKK doesn't scout this Huntress Hall, That's going to be unfortunate because versus Lures, the Orc would rather want a Shadowhunter for heal waves and hexes. Because a lot of times Ancient Allure play is accompanied by a Keeper of the Grove. So far, Czech is not getting his. His macro is a little bit slipping as he has to TP out. I'm assuming something was blocking the Demon Hunter. But yeah, that's going to be unfortunate. There's a Grunt coming in though, so he's going to scout the Ancient's Allure. So he does now know about this. He knows it's not Talons. Meanwhile, we do see that Keeper second coming in from Czech. I mean, he could still go Tomp. Oh, never mind. So yes, Shadowhunter second. With the scout coming in from XiaoKK, he realized, okay, I'll just cancel the TC. He hasn't come out yet, so he'll get a full refund and just go for the Shadowhunter. So Shadowhunter is going to be a little bit delayed, but I feel like later on in the game, Shadowhunter is just so much better versus Ancient Allures. And Czech not making the same mistake twice. Doesn't want to run into the base or overcommit. Meanwhile, XiaoKK is going to go for a Renegade Snipe. He's hoping for Scourge Bones or Boots of Quoth Alas, and he gets the Scourge Bone Chimes. Nice. He also picks up the Troll Berserker as well. So nice. Vampire plus 15% health. Yes, 15% of the damage. Yeah, 15% of the damage that the attack does is converted to health. I don't know why I was having such a hard time wording it, but thank God for reading, right? So Keep It the Groves out for Czech. Sorry about that. And he has his Staff Preservation. Demon Hunter's looking pretty good, though, his items. He's got 2 Circlets, Slippers, and Boots of Speed. That's one scary Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, Shadowhunter's out. XiaoKK not solo creeping. He wants that level 3 blade. Things are just going on. Meanwhile, tier 3, a little under halfway done for Czech. He's getting his Dryades produced, getting his Abolished Magic upgrade. And, yeah, more than likely will transition into the Bears, of course, once tier 3 hits and can get the Mastery training. XiaoKK on the other side, he's still playing Standard Orc, getting the Raider Walkers, getting everything else going for him. I doubt we've seen... Oh, my God, I am sorry. That probably sounded nasty on the headphones. As I was saying, though, I doubt there would be any upgrades, and I was right. Both players still at 0-0. We're still pretty early on in the game. And Demon Hunter very close to level 3. He has Robot of Magi. Wisely switches it to Keeper, gets more entangled roots. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on, let me get a drink. I don't want to be coughing this whole cast. Ah. Alright, Blade for XiaoKK is level 3. He does have his level 2 Windwalker Core, so he's going to be able to keep tabs, maybe even snipe the Sasquatch and get the item. He's also going to steal some items from Czech's Merchant, gets the in-roll. And he misses the dust. Nice play out of XiaoKK. Gets the steal and the item. Wand of Illusion. Is he going to get the Shadow Priest too? No, he does not. Is he going to get anything else? I guess he's just going to let Czech... Oh, no, he reveals himself. He speed scrolls his army over. Ensnare quickly going down in the Demon Hunter. Another Ensnare. He is surrounded, I do believe, but there is a staff. There it is. XiaoKK tried hexing the Keeper, so keep him from staffing, but the Dryads with the Abolish were able to get rid of the hex. Alright, Wand's being used. XiaoKK pushing in. It's 50 supply versus 34. Czech's down by quite a bit. He is at tier 3. His Mastery training is trying to finish up. It's a quick upgrade. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter gets ensnared. Rejuve is keeping him alive, though. I don't know why I'm coughing, guys. I really don't. I think I'm dying. I hope I'm not dying. I like living. Living's kind of fun. Anyways, though, good push out of XiaoKK. Keeping Czech confined to his base. And he did kill a Moonball, which supply capped him, so he's at 39 out of 40 supply. Czech's going to have to rebuild it in the back. Meanwhile, what do we see going on? We see +1 armor on the way for XiaoKK. Armor's a good upgrade for orcs because the armor applies to every unit. Every unit but the casters, of course. But say you get the +1 armor, that means your headhunters will get it. And same if you had Tarn, if you're going like Tarn Headhunters for some weird reason.
A player's forces
So
are
it's
under
basically a
attack.
universal upgrade. It's the only race that has it. Because every other race, if they want armor for like bears, they have to get that. But then, hey, they want to make, I don't know, fucking hippo riders, they'll have to get the upgrades for them. I feel like I explained that weirdly, but it's true. Like, undead. We go fiends. Okay, we get the +1 damage for fiends. Well, darn, now we throwing some A-bombs in it, so let's get +1 damage. That's still a terrible example, but I think you all know what I mean by now. Everyone's been playing this game for a good while now. Alright.
A player's forces are under attack.
So we see XiaoKK. I do believe he has map control. Obviously, as you can see, Czech not going very far from his base. He's a little scared to move out. He is building back up on supply, though, but XiaoKK has broken into low upkeep. He's now at 59 supply. Nice sentry ward here from Czech, though, so he sees this is going on. And he knows XiaoKK is creeping. He's going to take this advantage and try to creep out the red. If Czech can get a super duper item from this Granite Golem, it might be able to turn the favor of the game here.
Forces are under attack.
Items he's hoping for: Legion Dune Horn, Warsong Battle Drums would be nice. Cost was 12. Khadgar's Pipe, I guess. I mean, you could get more rejuves and entangles with it. Oh my god. I really do think I'm dying. Meanwhile, though, XiaoKK looks like he might want to push in the check one more time. He has no... he's missing peons. Okay, he has pulled the peons for Spirit Link. He has a Kodo now, so he's going to have that damage aura. Spirit Link's coming in. It looks like XiaoKK wants to make the push. Right now it's 59 supply versus 49. XiaoKK's up by 10. Czech obviously is 0-0. XiaoKK, I believe, still is 0-1. Yes, he is. And let's see how this goes. Mana Burn going down to Blade. Bryad's abolishing all the Spirit Links. Heal Waves coming in from the Shadow Hunter. Alright, more Spirit Links coming in. All these bears are ensnared, though, and they're not able to get staffed while ensnared, so those bears go down quickly. Shadow Hunter's staying in the back, so he doesn't get Mana Burn from the Demon Hunter. XiaoKK even building a Voodoo Lounge in the back of this, so he's going to be able to rebuy Clarity Pots and Mana Pots, so he's going to have more heal waves. There he goes. Gets one more out before getting Mana Burn. So Shadow Hunter is out of mana now. He has no potions. But Czech is losing quite a bit of units here. He lost all of his bears. He's down to 3 Dryads. He's trying to get bears out now. Entangled Roots going down onto the Blade. It is only level 1 Entangled Roots. And Dakota's even got himself snacked. So it looks like he's getting red meat tonight. Ooh, Blade got ensnared. Entangled, but he uses an in-one pot, so very nice. Voodoo Lounge is almost finished, and the Shadow Hunter will be able to mana up. He's back down to 0 thanks to that Mana Burn, of course. There's the heal pot. There's the heal wave. Alright. This fight's still going on. Another Mana Burn hitting the Shadow Hunter. Czech's doing a decent job keeping the Shadow Hunter out of mana, though. The less heal waves, the better, of course. But at the same time, Demon Hunter's taking quite a bit of damage as well. Another Entangled Roots hitting a Raider. And the Focus Fight goes right back to the Demon Hunter. He's going to have to use an in-one pot. More heal waves being used. But at the same time, look at the supply, guys. XiaoKK is still up by 20. Well, 19 supply. But anyway, that's a lot of supply. Czech is going to have to TP. Try to get into a better situation here. The peons were actually blocking Czech. Nice play to XiaoKK. I missed that. Czech couldn't run into his base. The peons here were blocking the wall, so he had the TP. I didn't even notice that when I was watching this on Nettie's TV, but I like that. It's very smart play out of this Orc player. Czech, he's in a pretty bad situation. XiaoKK even trying to reinforce this position, getting towers, playing a human style here. And Czech desperately needs units, but bears are pretty expensive. Bears are really expensive on one base. That's why a lot of times you see Night Elves expand versus human and undead. Talons you can afford on one base. They're cheap caster units and you can get a lot of value out of them. Bears, not so much. Yeah, alright, Czech. He realizes he's going to have to play very defensively. He's trying to get an Ancient Protector. Meanwhile, 3 Watchtowers coming in. Orc towers do take quite a bit of time to build, though, so Czech has some time to think about what he can do. Maybe try to push and get a cancel. I don't think he got reinforced defenses. No, he did not. Meanwhile, Czech did get +1 armor, though. So they're both at 0-1 upgrades. But without reinforced defenses, these Orc towers aren't as tanky as they can be. They're actually kind of squishy, Orc towers. Ensnare onto the bear. That actually blocks the Demon Hunter from coming back in. Keeper might want to staff him. Demon Hunter's taking loads of damage. There's the staff. Keeping him alive. Another Moonwell goes down. That's going to supply cap check. He's at 47 out of 50. He'll be able to get one more Dryad, but no more bears for now. An Ancient Protector is just about to finish up, so it's a little bit more damage here. One bear goes down. AP is actually in range of one of the Orc towers. That's unfortunate for Czech. And 2 Moonwells go down. So Czech's now at 43 supply over 40. This bear's still digesting his red meat. Get it? Because bears are red meat? Haha, you get it. Anyways, though, another Ensnare going down onto the bear. He's going to go down. And Ensnares is just really easy to snipe bears. And while they're ensnared, of course, they can't get stabbed away. And Ensnare on non-hero units lasts such a long time. Fun little Warcraft fact. I'm going to pause it. For those that don't know, spells and effects on heroes actually have a shorter duration than they would on a non-hero unit. So I cast Hex on Demon Hunter. That Demon Hunter is only going to be hexed for a very short amount of time, but then you cast Hex on a bear. You'll notice that Hex lasts frickin' forever. Same goes for Ensnares, you know, stuff like Slow, Curse, other stuff like that, you know, and it's just a nice little fun fact to know, in case you didn't know it. I like to give out facts. One of these days I'm going to do like a Warcraft trivia video or something. Because you could be playing this game for years and years and still not know everything about it. But anyways, though, Demon Hunter and the Blade duking it out. XiaoKK had to use a heal pot. And having this Voodoo Lounge here has been very nice for XiaoKK. He's able to resupply and salves, potions. The Spirit Walkers unfortunately went down, though. That's going to be a level 3 for the Keeper. So he has level 2 Entangle now. His AP is taking quite a bit of damage. We got one Wisp here repairing. Man, Watchtowers have some pretty long range. Like, that's pretty long range. I think actually out of all the towers in the game, the Orc Tower has the longest range. Let's see. This one has 800, whereas APs only have 700. I'm actually going to have to look that one up, 'cause I'm not sure, but I do feel like Orc Towers actually have the longest range in the game for towers,
Players'
of course.
forces are under attack.
So what is Czech going to do? He's at 39 supply. XiaoKK still at 47. Neither player has an expansion. In fact, none of the camps have been crept. Oh, Demon Hunter running into a World of Hurt. He gets ensnared. Took quite a bit of damage. As I was saying, neither of the gold mine camps have been crept, and these gold mines starting to get a little low. 2K left in them. So, I don't know. XiaoKK is going to do some damage here. He's not going to be able to re-expand. I mean, he could try to back off for a little bit and clear out one of the gold mines. But I don't think he's too worried about it. I think he feels like he could finish Czech before this gold mine, before the gold runs out. But I'm not counting Czech out yet. I've seen Night Elves come back from really bad situations and win games. Night Elves are a very versatile race. Extremely versatile. Anyways, though, XiaoKK just harassing away. Did he get pillaged? He did not get pillaged. It's a lot of resources being missed out there if he would have got pillaged. But Altar goes down. He's about to get a Moonwell. That's once again going to supply cap check. So he's going to be at 44 out of 40. Yeah, the Moonwell will go down. Spirit Legs coming in, heal waves, and of course, XiaoKK can just keep falling back to these towers. AP's soaking a lot of damage. Grunt getting caught out by Entangle Roots. He goes down. That's going to give level 4 to the Demon. Level 2 evasion is actually not a bad thing here right now. Jack, if I were you, I would just uproot this AP and just move him back just a little bit. Otherwise, it's just going to drain your resources. Is Czech going to abandon his base? Is he going to try to force a TP or something? He's leaving. Looks like he's heading to the
Player's
shop.
forces are under
He's
attack.
gonna pick up a heal scroll. Okay, he's not abandoning. He's actually gonna start building moonwells out here, and the AP actually does finally go down. So didn't really get much done with him. XiaoKK even getting +2 armor. So he's now at 0-2, whereas Czech is still at 0-1. So XiaoKK back in the armor advantage, upgrade advantage. Alright, more spare links coming in. Czech kind of in a bad position here. His back's against the tree line. Alright, more heal waves coming in. Blademaster, I think, is actually surrounded. But he'll be able to clear it out with the Dryads, of course. Kodo coming in. Snacks on a bear. Alright, another bear goes down to Tang Roots on the Kodo. Czech trying to finish him on Shadowhunter. Has no more mana, so no more heal waves. But it looks like the Kodo will be living for now. Now we see Ensnare onto the Demon Hunter. I do believe he's surrounded. He's in range. He's going to pick up a heal pot. Czech is out of Moonwell juice here. Can XiaoKK keep the ensnares? No, he cannot. So manages to staff the Demon Hunter away. And the Raider going to get caught out. So he'll be going down. Alright, here we go. A lot of focus fire. Critical strike. Oh, but another heal pot being used. At the same time, Blade's getting low. Shadowhunter is about to have enough mana. Now he does. This goes down, and the Blade's almost at level 5. Shadowhunter almost at level 5 as well. Level 3 heal wave would be sweet. In fact, I think XiaoKK is trying to not use the heal wave. He knows he's close. Just trying to get every little bit he can out of this. Czech has had his back to the wall for most of this game so far, I would say. He's trying his best to hold. He finally got on supply cap, but not for long. XiaoKK finds his moonwall out here. Oh, Kodo going in for the snipe. Czech is able to free that bear, but he immediately gets eaten again. Oh, man. That bear is not having a good time right now. Alright, Roar's coming in. More ensnares. Blademaster's going to use the heal pot, and there's the level 3 heal wave. Does quite a bit of healing. He's got one more left in him. And a mana pot in his inventory, so Shadowhunter's going to have plenty of heals. And what can Czech do? I don't think he can break out. The main gold mines have run out. He's getting Nature's Blessing, so I guess Czech wants to try to push XiaoKK away so he can walk the Ancient over. Gold mines ran out for XiaoKK as well. All the peons are being pulled here. Every last peon. That's actually going to be quite a bit of a health pool if he can get them all spirit linked with his army. So right now the supply's 50 out of 38. XiaoKK I think's had the supply advantage pretty much all game. Ensnares just made it really easy for XiaoKK to snipe away at Czech's bears, so I don't know what really Czech can do in this situation, I would say. But even uprooting his lures, or at least one of them. No, he's uprooting everything. I think Czech's trying to go for one final push here or something. Nature Blessing is about to finish up, so the Ancients now walk faster and they have more armor. What can Czech do? His army is 5 Dryads and a bear. XiaoKK still got a Kodo, 4 walkers, 3 raiders, and a grunt with a crap ton of peons here. Alright, the Ancients are uprooted. This is the march of the Ancients right now. And here we go, Spirit Link's coming in. Actually only hits the peons here. None of XiaoKK's army is Spirit Linked. Which is a bit unfortunate. Anyways, though, Demon Hunter right in the front. He gets ensnared. He's gonna use the heal pot, and there's the staff. One Orc Tower's gone down so far. Another heal wave coming in from the Shadowhunter. Another bear goes down. That's gonna be a level 5 for the blade. So level 3 critical strike is in XiaoKK's arsenal, but it looks like XiaoKK actually backing off here. He doesn't want to overextend. So it looks like Czech is finally going to be able to push him away from outside of his base with the help of his buildings. Oh, he loses the shot though. That's unfortunate. Quite a bit of peons getting sniped as well. But it took Czech like 15 minutes, but he was finally able to push XiaoKK away. XiaoKK clearing up this gold mine, so he's gonna be able to start mining yet again. As awesome as that was for Chick, I still think XiaoKK is still in the lead. He's just got the bigger army right now. What was the item from that rock wall? Want a mana stealing? Okay, so it wasn't like a greater mana or something like that. Check gonna clear out his gold mine as well, so he can start mining, and this game might actually keep going. I mean, Check still has his 2-3. He still has his lures. He's got 3 moonwells, so we can get up to at least 40 supply right now. He's only at 32, so I guess if he can get this gold mine entangled, Check can theoretically rebuild, but it all comes down to how much time XiaoKK actually gives him to rebuild. I really hope he doesn't give him too much breathing time. XiaoKK doesn't even have enough resources to rebuild the Great Hall, so he is going to have to long distance mine. Check with a nicely placed Wisp here. He sees this going on. So if he wanted to, he could technically harass the peons. It'll slow down. You don't really get much gold from long distance mining, but the less peons, obviously, the more time it'll take to get up a decent amount of gold. And the mine is being entangled. This game is still going. But Czech really doesn't have much of an army. I think he actually lost. Yeah, he did lose the last bear during that push. XiaoKK being annoying, and if that's actually going to be really annoying for Czech to lose all these moonwells. Did he finally get pillaged though? No, he didn't. I don't know why orcs don't like pillage. It's free resources, man. It's a cheap upgrade too. It's only like 90 gold, 90 wood. Oh well. Yeah, but Czech losing all these moonwells, that's very unfortunate. He's going to be supply capped. It's going to take him a while to rebuild. Oh, the blade, though. He's getting caught out. He's revealed from the dust. Can the Keeper get another entangle off? He can. Oh, my God. If XiaoKK loses his blade, that's going to be huge. Ah, no. Shadowhunter with the speed scroll was able to run in and heal him up. That would have been very close. Little mistakes like that can cost you the game. XiaoKK has, like, no resources right now. It'd be forever before he could get that blade back. Level 5 is expensive, but XiaoKK pushing in is 44 supply versus 30. Check, how is he gonna hold? I don't know, this army looking pretty menacing. Shadowhunter's always got a mana pot on him. XiaoKK's been very smart about keeping his Shadowhunter mana. And there goes the last lore, so now Czech doesn't even have any kind of production buildings. He's gonna have to rely on what he's got, and that's just pure dryads. Oh, nice crit. Staff saving the Demon Hunter. He gets back here, though. Another heal wave coming in from XiaoKK. Alright, another snare on the Demon Hunter. If he can kill the shot, too, that means no more heal pots. Czech was able to get one more, though. He does use it. But the Demon Hunter goes down, and I don't know what Czech can do now. I think this is going to have to be GG, to be real with you guys. Czech gave it his all. He gave it his best. But in the end, XiaoKK still wins the battle. Czech's trying, though. He's backed up, though. He's going to have to survive with his Keeper. He's down to 3 Dryads. There's no way that could contend with this big-ass Orc army. Oh, that blade is low. There's Hex on the Keeper. Can we get a crit? Can we get a crit? No, we can't get a crit, but the Keeper will go down. Check. Down to 1 Dryad. The lone Dryad that could. I don't even know what the resources are right now. Check with 485 gold. 525. Because he's still mining. Is he really going to try to buy back one of his heroes? Does he even have the supply for it? He's gonna have, well, yeah, he'll have the supply for it. There's still a Moonwell over here. Oh my God, Czech buys back the Demon Hunter. He is not giving up. He is a warrior and he fights till the end. But I don't think the lone Demon Hunter can help him through this. Even then, XiaoKK could just ignore the Demon Hunter and finish off Czech's buildings, to be real. But GG is called, so XiaoKK does take the win. What went wrong for Czech that game? I don't know if going lores was the smartest. I feel like you still should have went Talons, because I feel like lures are really hard to pull off versus Orc, because as you saw, the ensnares on the Druids of the Claw last for so long. They last a very long time, and it made it easy for XiaoKK to snipe the bears. Obviously, it made it to where Czech couldn't staff them away. So, and those are expensive units to be losing. Bears are like 255 gold. So there's that. XiaoKK had a good lockdown on Czech's base. I liked the Watcher Towers. I really liked that play. It was very smart. Of course, having the Voodoo Lounge there as well, keeping the Shadowhunter mana was pretty nice. And I think all those led together really made the game go that well for him. But if you guys like this cast, I'm done talking. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/Stendis32, and I will catch you guys later.